The Nairobi sun beat down on the glass towers of Westlands, reflecting off the sleek surfaces like 1,000 tiny flames. A silver Mercedes-Benz idled in front of Quantum Dynamics, a towering tech hub, its driver waiting patiently while its owner, Abigail Wanjiku, paced outside. Abigail, a billionaire single mother and CEO, clutched her tablet, her tailored blazer fluttering in the warm breeze. Her team of engineers stood around her, faces tense. A single line of code was stalling their revolutionary AI-driven healthcare platform, threatening a global launch deadline. "Just one glitch," Abigail muttered, her voice tight with exhaustion. She had built Quantum Dynamics from nothing after losing her husband in a car accident 7 years ago, raising her daughter Zawadi alone while proving a woman could lead in Kenya's male-dominated tech scene. "We're so close." A voice broke through the murmurs, low and weathered. "I can fix it." Abigail turned. The man was tall, lean, with a scruffy beard and worn-out clothes. His eyes were sharp, glinting with a quiet intelligence. He carried a tattered backpack, clutching it tightly. Security guards stepped forward. "Madam, should we remove him?" "No," Abigail said, raising a hand. "What did you say?" "I can translate your code," the man repeated, unflinching. An engineer smirked. "With respect, madam, we've got MIT graduates stumped. This guy—" "Give him the tablet," Abigail interrupted. Silence fell. Hesitantly, the engineer handed it over. The man sat on the curb by the Mercedes, pulled an old laptop from his backpack and connected it to the tablet. The world around him vanished as his fingers flew across the keys, green code scrolling on a black screen. 10 minutes later, he stopped. "Fixed. You had a recursive function in the wrong module. It was overloading the system. Test it now." Abigail ran the program. The error vanished. She stared, stunned. "Who are you?" "David Kamau," he said, standing. "I was a software architect once. Had a wife, 2 daughters, a good life. Until a fire took them. I lost everything, quit my job, ended up on the streets. I code to stay sane." Abigail's eyes softened. She knew loss. Her husband's death had nearly broken her. "I'm sorry, David. I lost my husband, too. I stayed for Zawadi, my daughter. I know that pain." Their eyes met, 2 souls recognizing shared scars. "There's still life in you, David," she said. "Come with me." The Mercedes pulled up to a high-end boutique in Lavington. David hesitated, the smell of leather seats overwhelming. Inside, they trimmed his beard, cut his hair, and dressed him in a sharp charcoal suit. Abigail smiled. "You look like you belong in a boardroom." They drove to David's old home in Kilimani. The apartment was a shell, looted, walls bare. David's shoulders slumped. "It's gone." "Then we start fresh," Abigail said. "My home in Runda. You're coming with us." In Runda, Zawadi, Abigail's 8-year-old daughter, ran out, her braids bouncing. "Mama, who's this?" "This is Mr. David," Abigail said, kneeling. "He's going to help Mama build something special." Zawadi grabbed David's hand, her smile bright. David's heart stirred, a warmth he hadn't felt in years. But across the street, a figure watched from a parked motorbike, phone in hand. "He's with Abigail Wanjiku," the man whispered into his earpiece, "at her mansion." Dinner in Abigail's Runda mansion was warm, filled with Zawadi's chatter and the aroma of ugali and sukuma wiki. David smiled, the weight of the streets lifting. "Mama says you're a computer wizard," Zawadi said. Abigail laughed. "He's going to help us make healthcare better for everyone." "Thank you," David whispered. "I don't deserve this." "You do," Abigail replied. "We all deserve a second chance." Outside, the man on the motorbike dialed another number. "It's confirmed. David Kamau's back, working with her." A woman's voice answered, cold. "Keep watching. He doesn't get to walk away from his past." The next day, David toured Quantum Dynamics' sleek offices. Employees stared as Abigail introduced him. "David's joining Project Vita. He's the one who fixed our code." In the coding lab, David dove in, suggesting optimizations that left the team in awe. But that evening, Abigail's phone buzzed with an anonymous email. "Your new hire is a Trojan horse. One wrong move, and Vita crashes. Fire him." David read it, his heart sinking. "They think it's me." "No," Abigail said. "Someone's trying to scare us."
The cybersecurity team found a malicious script buried in Vita's backend, designed to erase patient data upon launch. David spotted it, a cleverly hidden loop. "This was planted by someone with admin access," he said. Suspicion fell on the team. Abigail ordered a system audit. Meanwhile, across Nairobi, in a dimly lit office, a woman named Miriam, David's sister-in-law, watched footage of him at Quantum Dynamics. "He's rebuilding his life," she hissed. While my sister's memory fades. A fire alarm blared at Quantum Dynamics, forcing an evacuation. David noticed the system was triggered remotely. No real fire. In the parking lot, he spotted Miriam, her eyes cold behind sunglasses. He chased her down Ngong Road. "Miriam, why are you here?" he demanded. "You left us," she spat. "My sister, your daughters, gone. You ran to the streets. Now you're Abigail's hero?" "I was broken," David said, voice shaking. "I lost myself." "You don't get to move on," Miriam said, walking away. That night, Abigail cooked nyama choma. David was quiet. "Is Miriam behind the threats?" she asked. "I don't know," he admitted. "She hates me." "You don't earn peace," Abigail said softly. "You accept it." Her phone buzzed, a video showing David seemingly planting the malicious code. "It's fake," he insisted. "I believe you," Abigail said. "But we need proof." Abigail gave David 48 hours to find the culprit. In the server room, he traced the script to a hidden folder, its metadata linked to Susan, a senior engineer who'd resented David's arrival. Confronted, Susan crumbled. "I've been here for years," she sobbed. "You gave him everything, trust, access. I just wanted my place back." Security escorted Susan out. Abigail leaned against her desk, shaken. "I trusted her." "You trusted me too," David said. "When no one else did." Their hands brushed, a quiet connection forming. Zawadi ran in, holding a drawing of the three of them coding together. David's eyes welled up. "I never thought I'd have this again." Months later, Abigail proposed at a rooftop dinner in Kailaleshwa, the Nairobi skyline sparkling below. "David, you've brought joy to Zawadi and me. Will you marry me?" David, overwhelmed, knelt. "I've loved you for months but was too scared to say it." "Yes." Zawadi cheered. "I want sisters." Across the street, Miriam watched, her anger softening. She clutched a photo of her sister and nieces, whispering, "Maybe he deserves this." The wedding in Lavington was filled with roses and joy. Abigail, radiant in a white gown, walked with Zawadi to David, who stood tall in a tailored suit. Vows were exchanged, tears fell, and at the reception, Abigail announced, "I'm pregnant with twins." The crowd roared. David whispered to her belly, "Welcome back, grace and mercy." A year later, David launched Code for Change, a free coding academy for Nairobi's street youth, backed by Quantum Dynamics. Under the bridges where he once slept, he taught teens to code. "Every line you write proves you're still here," he told them. At a tech summit in Nairobi, David spoke to thousands. "I lost my family to a fire. I lost myself to grief, but Abigail believed in me. To anyone broken, your story isn't over." The crowd stood, applauding. At home, Abigail nursed their twin girls, Grace and Mercy, while Zawadi helped David code. The doorbell rang. Miriam stood there, holding gifts. "I'm sorry," she said. David smiled. "I forgive you,"